Welcome to Motorcycles and Misfits, coming to you from a room of very bad people in sunny, not so sunny Santa Cruz.
You're known by the company you keep. So.
Yeah, nothing could be further from the truth.
Oh, hey everyone, this is Liza. Got a rowdy room, but that's okay. It's good to have the band back together. It's been a while since a bunch of us have been here in the room together. So let's start with who is here in the studio with me. Who. To my right, it's Stumpy John.
Ho, 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 nerds.
That gets it done.
Huzzah, I say. Huzzah.
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 It's like some secret society. Huzzah.
And that would be the wheezing tones of Miss Emma.
Rubbish!
Rubbish, I say.
It is a bunch of rubbish. It really is.
All the rumors were false.
Yeah, the reports of my death were greatly exaggerated.
And joining Emma on the Classic Girl couch, it's Tim.
Hey, happy holidays.
Thank you for being normal. Going around the room, it's Neal.
Hey there, Moto people.
You do it with such enthusiasm.
Hey there.
You gotta leave us hanging at the end too. I like that.
I'm just leaning into it.
You always leave wanting more, Neal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good advice, John. Good advice.
And now who's going to show everyone how to do a proper intro?
Yes.
It's Naked Jim.
Teach us, Jim.
Whatever. We're gonna keep it real. Happy holidays, everybody. Peace, love, dirt bikes, and understanding. Peace, love, and understanding.
Thank you. Same to you, Jim. In fact, I wanted to start right out of the gate. We've got a present that came from a listener. John, you want to open that up?
Ooh. Yeah. Let me see here. We have a shirt.
Oh,
Should I
is it-
read this?
There's a booklet.
Yeah. There's candy.
I don't think we
some
want to read all.
shirts.
No, we can't read all this.
We went through a period there where we were getting gifts all the time.
So
I still get them. I just don't share them.
Oh,
I'm not going to read this because this is a 4-page novel.
Give it to Emma.
Wait.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. I can't unsee
There's
that.
pictures.
Oh, my God. Hold on.
Oh, dear.
What?
Oh, I say.
What is that?
So
that's the holiday in between Christmas and New Year's called Taintmas.
for the listeners at home, it has shades of goatsy. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, dear.
I did not see that coming.
Oh, I didn't either.
It's from Dodgy Dave. Do you think this is a picture of Dodgy Dave? I bet
I
it
don't know.
is.
Can you give it just a
Give an explanation of what that is.
just a little recap of what
So,
it says?
so basically,
not the picture.
not the picture. Oh, okay.
The letter.
So this is Dodgy Dave from Inverness.
Oh, I dodgy.
Yes,
Well named.
Inverness.
And he's giving us his life story. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's had a bad year for bike crashes.
Oh,
Come
no.
on now, Dave.
We've got 2 large shirts. Who wants them?
Too large?
Yeah, you want a large, Jim?
Oh, I
now
won't
the
see, but
shirts
Inverness
include
is
a
beautiful
bike club
city.
I'm a
I've been
member
there.
of.
Neal needs one.
We love Inverness.
Yeah.
Yes.
They both
Stop
want
by
one?
Nairn on the way.
Yeah, there you go. These are nice shirts.
Yes.
You may want one, Jim. It's classy enough.
Highland
And there's some
Classic
chocolates here.
Motorcycle Club with.
Oh, God, it is a picture of him.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely.
No.
Oh,
So the picture is actually of him.
we will
And,
represent. Represent Clan Dunnacaley.
Were we not supposed to mention the picture?
It's an unmentionable picture.
It's terribly rude, but
I think-
awfully funny.
It looks
Why
like
is
a-
absolutely
How come he's
splendid.
winking at us?
Is it an up to kill?
No, pass it around and look at the picture. So Dodgy Dave has included 2 lovely shirts
Googly eyes
from
make
his
everything
local
funny.
motorcycle club and some
Don't say I didn't warn you.
delicious
Jim's snoping right out of that.
Scottish
No, I know.
candy, and we have eaten the whole bag already of one,
Yeah, that was-
and we're starting on the other one.
I thought that's what you were calling
Oh,
the picture, Scottish candy.
Read this. What is that?
So this
It'll make
is
you pucker.
scrumptiously sticky treacle toffee, which is
Well, what
treacle
do you-
toffee is a very, very dark, dark stuff, and I'm going to have one of these. I haven't had treacle toffee since I was little wee. Dave, thank you, darling. I'm sorry you had a couple of spills on your bike. So,
Well, I feel like we need to find more about Dave.
Okay, Dave.
He's obviously injured.
Hold
Famous
on.
Scottish
You want me to
confectioners,
read it?
Buchanan's. So
I want to thank you for sending this in.
Oh my God.
I just picked like one paragraph and it says, through my tears, I asked what the fuck had just happened. And after she composed herself, she enlightened me that she had flicked my nutsack and that she didn't think it would have been that sore. Cue more laughter.
Oh boy.
So there's a...
there's more. It sounds like a screenplay.
Yeah, it is a picture he took with his wife.
Oh, his brown eye winking at us.
This might need to be framed for the walls.
Christmas card picture.
Oof.
Thank you so much. Are there
cheers.
more gifts to go around?
Well, I got a gift from Jim.
No. thanks.
Yeah, you can see what I got, John, because I'm not going to see you before the holidays.
That's
so
true.
And I made this a bunch of these this year.
Oh, you didn't see the gift that John gave he said me, but it's for the garage. It's amazing.
Oh, nice.
It's Santa Cruz motorcycle history on a giant sign.
Oh, get out.
So
it's
homemade
really
hooch?
Oh, that's right. It's homemade hooch.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so that's homemade apricot moonshine,
Go ahead.
basically.
Take a
Oh,
hit
you
of
want to take
that.
it? It'll sort you out.
Careful.
You're gonna get toe up, son.
Let's see.
Pass it around.
Wow.
It's
No,
good though.
thank
So
you.
those
That's
are
good, but it's woo.
Those are made from the last Blenheim apricot orchard in the Valley of Heart's Delight, otherwise Santa Clara Valley.
Oh, wow.
So
Woo. Yeah.
it's in a neighborhood of 100 proof.
before you pass it.
It's made for camping.
Tim's going for it. Okay.
But anyway, Merry.
Can you
Merry-
also
Merry-
use
thank
it
you.
Merry
for-
Festivus?
as fuel?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tasty.
It's good.
Tasty. There's some hair on it.
Of course, how could we forget Festivus? The airing of the
For the rest of
grievances.
us, yes.
The festival for the rest
Oh, there's
of us.
also almond in there.
Yeah.
So Blenheim
Oh,
apricot.
I tasted the almond.
Taste the almond.
Yes.
I suddenly feel we've become the Cleveland Moto podcast.
Not yet.
Alas, yes.
Here
Keep passing it around, we
drinking
will.
on the job.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
feel
good.
it.
I got to admit.
It's good.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
That's still warm
Was there
and
something
toasty
else you were
going
passing
down.
around, Jim?
Oh, this was just to get everybody amped up on sugar, but we've got this caramel from Inverness that is just out of this
It's
world.
treacle.
Here, pass that around. So this
So
came from
we've had brimstone and treacle.
this came from a Japanese Hawaiian friend of mine.
Oh.
Cherries 2 ways.
Cherry's Two Ways. That's him, his old stage name.
Actually, it is. Oh, I say. These are quite splendid.
Oh yeah, there are two ways. Anyway, they're Italian chocolate covered cherries.
Which way do I get?
You can go in any which way you want. It's California.
Wait, are they? Oh,
Just say
we,
yes.
we don't judge.
Just say yes.
Just say yes.
cherries 2 ways. Oh,
I do have something for you too, but
Very
you have
good.
to wait. I'll give you yours tomorrow.
thank you.
Is it in your trousers?
I like how the podcast just went silent. Everybody's eating at the moment.
No, it's quite disgusting. We really need to stop this. But
Yes,
thank you.
yes.
Thank you all for the gifts.
No, we forgot to get the pork cracklings.
Oh gosh, we got a lot I want to talk about, but I got a couple. I got a lot of stuff. We're going to cover a lot of things. But catching up,
Good.
recently, and don't look at my sheet, John.
Sorry.
You can't look.
No.
Cycle World came up with the 10 best bikes of 2025.
Ooh.
And this is just very simple. I'll tell you what bike they said was for that category. I just want to know, agree or disagree. Okay?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple. The best adventure bike for 2025 is the BMW R1300 GS Adventure.
Yeah. Snore. Predictable.
Exactly. Yeah.
Predictable.
A very uninspired choice, if I may say so
I mean-
myself.
Realistically, it's an amazingly good bike, but dear God, is it? They've become so expensive, both
Yeah.
to buy and maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have went
I would.
like 10 or T7.
Well, I heard they made improvements to the T7
Sure.
this year that are
660.
significant. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But
The
Well,
trend-
okay.
the trend
I'm
is smaller,
trying to
not
think of
bigger.
something newer.
Well,
though.
there's squatty bikes now too.
I'm going to give my 2 cents.
Mm.
In that, yes, as Emma said, yes, it's a very good bike, but I feel like the trend has been going to mid-size adventure bikes.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they didn't choose like the 850 or anything, or the KTM 890. I personally think something mid-size is going to be a better adventure
And
bike
I
for
wanna-
2025.
I want to be clear. I did multiple thousand miles on a GS 1300 last year, and it's an amazingly good bike.
So can we agree together? Disagree? Misfits disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree.
I think
Okay.
overall disagree just based on price alone.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
all we're trying to do.
Yep.
All right. The best cruiser of 2025, according to Cycle World, is the Harley-Davidson CVO Road Glide RR.
And again, I mean, who can afford Harley CVOs?
Yeah, they're like 40K, right? To
More.
start out with?
50 grand.
Yeah.
That's what I rode at Laguna Seca. As a CVO road
Is it
glide.
the best cruiser of 2025?
Just pure. So, well, when you say best, do you take price out of it? So that's the big
Yeah,
question.
well,
You're gonna-
I kind of like the Indian Sport Chief better. I don't know.
I kind of lean towards Indian too.
Yeah.
But I like something that's not priced as high as a CVO.
Did I see, is Buell coming out with something?
Yeah, that's coming up later.
Okay.
So do we all mutually disagree?
Disagree.
Yeah.
Misfits disagree?
I have
Okay,
no clue.
great.
And it's a Milwaukee 8 motor, which is
Okay.
has issues.
Best touring bike, the Honda Goldwing Touring DCT.
Hard to argue with that.
You know what? I might argue that the GS 1300 might be the better touring bike.
I think I would go with that. Well, because if you're going to tour, I would say you'd like to have the ability to do a nice, easy off-road dirt road if you're going to go across country.
I've seen that
Yeah.
video.
So
But-
Somebody
is it
off-roading a Goldwing. So
No, not the gold. Well, you can do that too, but
there's some other choices. I mean, certainly the KTM 1290 Adventure.
No, I'm actually okay with that.
And there's
I think
the-
if we just take it as a touring bike, it's an amazingly good bike. It's a very well developed bike.
And I like that it's a DCT for the touring bike.
Right.
That's
So
a good upgrade.
So
and they've chopped about 100 pounds off it. It's around
Are we talking about the
700
Goldwing?
pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I know Emma's a Goldwing fan, so we all are. We all love the Goldwing.
so I'm okay with that.
I'd say
And
maybe
the
we're
the flat
maybe
six
we're
is silky
split.
and wonderful sounding.
I think I tell you what, I'll say, even though personally I think for some of us touring on a GS is more suitable for us.
Yes.
If we're talking about strictly a touring bike, yeah, I'll go with the Goldwing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'll agree. All right, the best standard. So this is just a standard street bike, according to them, is the Royal Enfield Bear 650.
No.
Mm-mm.
I would say no. I would say
Well, Triumph exists. That's the problem.
yeah,
Right.
Triumph.
Yeah.
Even the Kawasaki Retros.
I was going to say
really
the
cool.
Kawasaki
W800
900.
and yeah.
Well, even the
Yeah.
Yamaha, the 900, the retro one they have too is good.
What's the 850 that Suzuki's got? That 8S SX, that's a
And-
great bike.
Mhm.
And as good as Royal Enfields are, they are definitely built down to the price. So it seems like their choices thus far have been the most expensive in the field, and now they're going for one of the cheapest ones. But no, I mean, if you're talking standards, Triumph for it.
Yeah, the Bonneville.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, for standard, like if they had said maybe the Scram, some a little bit smaller, to me that's a standard, more entry level, but not the Bear 650.
Right.
I think for
It's still an air-cooled motor, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I would say disagree. We all
Yeah,
disagree. We can
disagree.
think of a lot of okay. Best middleweight street bike. Now this gets confusing because middleweight street bike, how's that different from a standard?
No.
Well, I think like an FZ07, for example.
Okay.
To me, that's a middleweight street bike.
They are saying that the best middleweight street bike is a Honda CB750 Hornet. Now, I'm not that familiar with this bike.
Do we have them in the U.S.?
Well, this is
Yeah.
Cycle World, so it
Yeah,
has
it's
to
new.
be.
Hmm.
Has to be a new bike.
It's a twin.
Yeah, I've seen them. They look good.
Mhm.
I'm not sure it's the best middleweight.
What about the Ninja 600?
I would say
know.
because
Yeah.
I don't know
Is it
that
like
much about this bike, and I think this is
What about
there's
the
not-
Triumph Street Triple?
Or a Ducati or like something exotic?
I mean,
I
and
mean,
again,
I
there's
might-
some. This is an unproved bike. Again, it's got to be the GSX-8. Got to be the Suzuki.
The Gixxer 800?
Well, you know, the new platform.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
twin.
all the different flavors of it.
It's a great bike.
Okay, well, we agree to disagree then.
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
All right, best lightweight street bike. coming up once again, the Royal Enfield Himalayan.
No, I would go
I don't-
Triumph Street. That new Triumph, the 400.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The 400.
The Triumph Scrambler 400.
Yep.
Amazing bike. I absolutely agree with you. That's just one model right there.
Yep.
And
So-
they've just brought out the Thruxton 400,
I
which
saw
is,
that. It's beautiful.
God almighty.
Yeah.
All right, so we disagree with that. All right.
Yeah, again.
So that's a twin, right?
Yeah.
All right. Best open class street bike. What do you think an open class street bike is?
I mean, encompassing everything. Just a street bike.
Well, according to Cycle World, they're calling the Ducati Panigale V4S
That's what I was going to say. Whatever Craig was writing, and I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
the best open
Yeah,
class
I will
street
go
bike.
with that.
I think
I-
it's actually they call it a street bike, not a sport bike. Isn't that a sport bike?
Oh, I don't
No.
know.
Well,
The wait. The Panigale
Is
is a
V4S
sport bike.
upright,
Oh, okay.
but the V4S,
Yeah, it's a standard.
they're using the Panigale motor.
See, what about
I think.
the BMW, the XR1000, the upright one?
Oh yeah.
That's a great
S1000
bike.
XR. Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
a bit long in the tooth now, though.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give him this one. Maybe.
Yeah, go on. Let's give him that
I mean,
one.
because that is a great motor. All right. This one is interesting. I think we're gonna have some opinions here. Best dual sport / off-road
Okay.
for 2025.
Yeah.
So these are all 2025 models.
Yeah.
Husqvarna FE350S.
Ooh.
Were it not for, and I don't want to sound like a long playing record, were it not for the parent company's woes, I would be inclined to agree with it. But I think if you buy a KTM, a Husqvarna, a gas,
A 450 Ibex.
if you
No.
buy any of
No.
that
No.
genre of bike from that manufacturer now, it's a crapshoot. Because we simply
Okay,
don't
hold on,
know
hold
how
on.
it's going to pan out.
what about the Honda 450?
That's what I was going to say. Jim's bike, I think, is probably.
Jim's bike.
Here's the one caveat about that is the 450. It's a great dual sport. It's a great dirt bike, but it's a dirt bike. When you get into like the 690 Enduro or the 701,
Right.
it's a much more
But it's a dual
plush
sport.
and capable ride. So I think if you could ride like Scotty, because Scotty's got that 701 Husqvarna, right? And I think that's a great way because you can do a bunch of miles. It's comfy. The caveat is what Emma said. If you're going to go European, you have to deal with that. Otherwise, I would say the Honda 450
Right.
get a comfortable seat.
But the Honda 450, to be fair, as good a bike as that is, the maintenance schedule is not for everyone.
Yeah, 600
Hold on.
hours.
Is a 10.7 qualify for
miles,
dual
I'm sorry.
sport?
No.
There's an
No?
adventure
Well,
It's an
bike.
adventure bike.
Is it?
Yeah.
When I think of dual sports, they're a little more dirt bike. It is a dual sport. It
Yeah.
can go on and off.
Kind of the dividing line is, does it have a low fender or a high fender?
Well, that's a good way to look at it.
Right? High fender, dual sport. Low fender, adventure. Pretty much.
You know, the other one I'll throw
Okay,
out.
so what does the 10.7 have?
Well, it comes with a stock. It's close to the wheel.
Okay.
But the other one I'll throw out, and it's no surprise, is the Honda XL650.
Yeah.
To me, that's kind of the ultimate dual sport
I don't
bike.
think that's making any list of best bike of the year.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for the most solid dual sport out there, I think.
I mean,
it's
it
kinda
should
hard.
make
Well,
a
if you-
should
if
make
you-
a
if you
list.
can bring that
for-
up, then DRZ 400.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
the oldest campaigner.
Yeah.
Yeah, DRZ 400.
Honestly, I
The
mean,
war horses. That's what it is.
They just never go away.
Screw your new shit, man. We need reliability. But I will say that, like the Husqvarna 500, those or the
Craig's
501,
bike.
whatever, those are awesome. They
all right.
really
So
are.
do we agree or disagree?
We
Disagree.
disagree. Sounds
Disagree.
like.
Okay. Last one, and I think maybe we'll agree on this one. Best motocross bike. So this is non-street legal. The Honda CRF 450 RWE. So now we're getting that 450. Best motocross bike.
I mean, the WR, the Yamaha is pretty good.
It's almost like the best rider at this point. They're
Yeah,
all, they're all so
they're all
good,
great. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think this 450 is a great engine.
Suzuki's
it's a
RM is
Honda
great.
best motocrosser.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
We'll give
It's-
okay.
It's a good engine.
You know,
Well, there you go.
And we got 2 strokes coming soon.
I think maybe next
So
year
that may
Misfits
change.
need to come up with their own list.
now I know why Bagel's pissed and he's not here is because there's no scooter. category.
All right, best scooter of 2025.
Who knows?
Bagel.
No.
Sold. Bagel.
No.
Just kidding, Bagel.
I can tell you. Oh, but it's not 20. Best scooter for 2026. I can tell you right now.
Italjet.
The Italjet 400.
Yep.
The Italjet 400. Oh, it looks good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty sexy.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about something else. I wanted to get everyone's opinion in the room. And I want to preface this by saying I'm not picking on anyone. And
You usually say that when you're about to pick on me.
And I believe that I am probably the outlier here. But, and I'm going to say it's almost always men. It's almost always men. And I want to know, why do men do this? So one of the friends of the garage came by the other week on a beautiful KTM 690 Enduro that had been completely farkled out. And I'm not talking like Hector's farkled KTM. I'm talking everything you could upgrade, the suspension, the rotors, everything, the bars, the seat, the turn signals, a
lot of anodized orange.
He said he spent $6,000 on a stainless bevel head socket cap bolt kit to replace every bolt. $6,000 for a bolt kit. It was, and I'm looking at this, and it's got just the exhaust. It's got all the things.
Is it going into the dirt at all? Probably not.
He is a capable rider, but no, it's mostly his street bike. It's when he got to, because he had the upgraded ADV foot pegs. He goes, yeah, titanium foot peg pivot bolt. And that is when I hit all right, I'm tapping out. Because the amount of money that was thrown at this bike to upgrade things that he'll never get the benefit of because he's not racing or doing extreme hard enduro or something like that. I can see needing titanium foot peg bolts if you're Cody Webb or, someone out there really pounding the bike, Ricky Brayback, right? But I cannot understand why men spend all that money, just throw money away on things they'll never get a return on and never get the function out of. And I invited Tim here today.
Thanks for this.
Because Tim came to the garage today with his new rotors. Was rotor or rotors?
Yeah, new rear floating brake rotor from my S1000.
Wavy. Yeah, really nice.
Fully floating.
All the things.
But I acknowledged, second sentence out of my mouth was, I got this, and not that I'll ever know how to use it or use its capability, but it looks cool.
And I think that I'm going to throw my 10 cents in, if I may. And we're kind of outnumbered here, Liza, so I need to phrase this carefully. Generally, men are very, very visual. If we boil it down, a man will react to something he sees. A woman will react to something she feels.
Yep.
So men like things that look good.
I saw your toes the first time I saw you.
Right, exactly. The first time
toes greeted me as I looked up from that.
I saw your eyes roll back in
Those
your
little
head.
shrimpies.
But
up toes to your pearls.
no, but I mean, while we're talking about sex, if we approach it from sex point of view, is a man will always describe how a woman looks, and it's like sexy clothes and sexy underwear. It's how a woman looks. Woman, it's like how we feel. So that's the difference. Men are very, very visual animals, and so stuff that looks good resonates rather than. It doesn't necessarily need to feel good. It needs to look good. So, because you get that endorphin rush when you look at it.
So it's kind of different what you're saying, but I agree completely, the visual part. But it's almost like, are you peacocking also? Is he being a
little bit.
I'm wondering too.
Why are all the birds, the male birds, the brightest color? right?
Well,
Now, come on.
It's not all male birds. It's just the ones with time and money.
Birds.
You got to have time and money to be that bird.
I think it's aspiration. I think people want to
Yeah.
put as much as they can because they think that one day they're actually going to be able to use it.
And I mean, there is that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's aspirational.
Yeah.
Because
I think
you
that's
know,
most
if
of it.
if you bolt that turbo on the liter bike,
Right.
it's one day you'll be able to use 250 horsepower. I mean, you crack open the throttle and you just the first thing that happens is you fill your underwear. You probably never do it again.
Now,
But
I want to like clarify something. So yes, I put like a whole bunch of parts onto my CF Moto recently.
Yours are
You
just
drove it
cheap.
through the catalog.
But
Yeah,
to me, they're these functions. Like, I want a center stand to be able to, change a tire, and I want that rally seat so I'm sitting higher, and I want the guards on it so that if it falls, like it's a function. The only dumb thing I put on was a brake master cylinder cover, but it was like $4.99 on AliExpress. I'm like, why not?
But no, I mean, it's back to my thing. Everything you bolted onto your bike makes it feel different, with the exception of the master cylinder cover.
Yes, for purpose.
It makes the bike feel differently, whereas the other stuff is just how it looks.
Well, and I also I understand what people are doing. I got my Screaming Eagle, kit, and my
Screaming Beagle.
and like change my pipes, and there's something about power. People want more power, and I've always kind of mocked people who are investing in power but not investing in handling and suspension and braking.
Yep.
And
like,
training and practice.
It's a little one-sided. But I get that people do that for cars too.
Well, I think it speaks to the individuality of motorcycling, right? I mean, everybody does their own thing. We make our bikes our own in the way that kind of may or may not reflect us. And what I was thinking about, and I'm not picking on Mike at all, but remember when Mike used to have Pumpkin? Was that an SV650?
Yes.
And he did the same thing. He blinged it the fuck out. But that's who Mike was, and that's how he expressed himself. Now, you know what I'm saying?
But he does a lot of it himself, too.
Okay,
well, he did it himself, but he wasn't doing it because he had aspirations of performance. He wanted to have that look. So there's something about it, and I think it's the individual stuff.
It screams to me when I see stuff like that. It screams, "Ain't it cool being you looking at me?"
Right. But I talked with Emma about this earlier because we were talking about like the type of bikes that Emma builds. And I said, and I want to clarify, I'm not throwing in custom bikes. And even though Emma doesn't build custom choppers, I'm saying that they're all art. Emma's building bikes for art. Custom choppers are for art, not function.
Right.
That's a different expression completely.
And I'm going to defend Mike because Pumpkin, he put like a lot of love into that thing. And we were at Laguna Seca, I remember, because we went there and he parked it and people stopped and looked at his bike. And if anyone's ever had stopped and someone's looked and pointed at your bike and like, hey, dude, check that out, it's a pretty rad feeling. You know what I mean? So I don't know. People do it because it's an individual thing. I mean, I don't really do that to my bikes. I tend to be a little more pragmatic, I think. But I still dig it when people even like the glowing lights and all that kind of stuff. So why? I don't know.
Underglows.
Well, I usually think it gets back to you have too much time and money on your hands. But
I'm talking
That's
more
true.
about the performance upgrades that you're never going to reap the benefit of because you're never riding at that level.
Right.
Okay.
And
Well,
And that's big money.
yeah,
to put a finer point on it, it's performance upgrades that don't really alter the performance of the bike that much.
Well,
like your titanium.
Yeah, the foot peg
Equipment.
bolt.
like
But-
an exhaust. That's the big one,
well,
right? It's
exhaust
super
will change the
expensive.
note. But no, but I'm talking about like we were just talking about
weight
this.
reduction. I mean, if you're throwing away steel nuts and bolts and replacing them with titanium, you are doing weight reduction. And weight reduction does alter the power to weight ratio, but in such minuscule amounts.
Because
You're
you're talking
dealing
like
with
3
such
pounds or something,
minute.
right?
I mean, a diet would be
Yeah,
And-
better way to do it.
And I want to clarify too,
Skip
Tim.
that burrito.
When you were changing your rotors, was that because your rotors needed to be changed?
Not the rear. The fronts.
okay.
The fronts
trying
needed
to
to be
save
changed.
them.
No, the fronts need to be changed, and I was in the catalog, and I wanted them to match. front
I'm
to
talking
rear.
about replacing parts like rotors with wavy rotors or floating rotors. That your rotors are perfectly fine, and the rotors on a 690 Enduro, they're working working fine unless maybe you're racing at Baja, in which case you're worried about weight and overheating, and then you do want that upgrade. But replacing perfectly good parts with more expensive parts you won't get the benefit of. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either. So, well, because I've like on my dirt bike, I've upgraded my sprockets, right? Because when I wear everything out, and I went to that gold chain, which is really nice, and not I think a sprocket anyway, but an upgraded sprocket and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it made me feel good. I could have gone with a stock steel sprocket, and that would have been just fine. But you're like, oh, look, a little bit of performance action. So maybe there's a gray area also that. You can upgrade a little bit.
And I think, truthfully, it's very easy to paint with this very broad brush. But when you introduce the human element into anything, there are so many variables.
Mm-hmm.
I get where you're coming from. But I think, if we try and paint this with a very, very broad brush that women do this and guys do this, there's too many variables for that.
Every hobby has this reality. I mean, if you're a golfer, you're buying expensive golf clubs that you can't really hit.
You should see Betty Lou's backpacking gear collection.
If you're an overlander, you're buying everything for overlanding. You probably aren't going to ever use it.
And I build custom bikes, but if you think about the kind of bikes I build, I introduce very, very bright primary colors as a means of making the bike look like it does. If you imagine any one of my bikes, the Trident, the GS850, the Moto Guzzi, any of these bikes, if they were just done in plain shiny black, they would be very much a reduced bike.
Mm-hmm.
The color, and from a purely visual standpoint, is very much part of the overall thing. And yes, I know it's a custom bike, so you kind of throw it in the whole thing.
I'll give you that because on both of my KTMs, I got those graphic kits.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need it. And
but it lifts the bike.
Money that I put into it. That was probably me splurging on
Well, and
something.
I'll throw this out there. It makes you feel good. And there's no
absolutely.
judgment. There doesn't have to be a reason. If you do it to your bike, whether it's expensive or not, and it makes you feel good, then right on.
But it doesn't increase the value of the bike.
If it makes you happy, you can't put a price on that.
We've talked about this many, many times before on the podcast.
It's not a rational decision.
Any accessory you bolt
motorcycles.
on your bike
There's nothing rational about that.
does not add to the value.
Right.
It can make it more desirable, maybe, but that's speculative. But generally, the bikes that fetch the most money are the low mileage, all original ones.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, my new bikes, I'm even leaving the stickers on them. Like little warning stickers and stuff. I used to take them off, and now I leave all that stuff on.
Right.
Well, let's get the opinion of someone who's quite reasonable.
Oh, God. Here.
Joining us from sunny Velveeta, Oregon,
Thank
it's
goodness.
Bagel.
Hey, Bagel.
Nope, you're muted, Bagel. Nope. Oh, wait, I muted you. Sorry, that was my bad. Hey, Bagel.
Hey, hello.
Oh, hey, Bagel, I like your shirt.
Is that a skunk or a cat?
What's on your shirt?
Cat.
Oh, a scooter.
Fantastic. There's a cat riding a scooter.
Vespa cat.
Wait, is that a cat or a skunk?
No, it's a cat.
It was like in Pepe Le Pew painted that cat
Kind
with
of,
a paintbrush.
Oh, that's
Tried
splendid.
to get with it.
So, Bagel, I have
It's
a
a
question for
striped
you.
kitty.
In the scooter world, do scooterists who just have too much money burning a hole in their pocket buy unnecessary upgrades, performance upgrades to their scooters that they'll never get the value out of?
Besides mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of stuff on scooters do people foolishly throw money at that is unneeded?
I think it's a given that the money you throw into scooters, you're not going to get back because,
Right. Any money at all. Just buying a scooter.
It's not a high value dollar item in most cases anyway. There are some scooters that do fetch a high price. Like a lot of classic Lambrettas some of them will go for 5 figures. So, some bikes it's worth throwing some money at. Those are the bikes though that are going to be original or restored to original condition. And that's going to be throwing money into, quality parts for that. But if you're talking about accessories, there's no shortage of accessories you can buy for scooters. There are performance parts like cylinder kits, exhausts, intakes, carburetors.
But I'm wondering on the scooters if there's an actual, you can actually notice the difference because they're making them for the street, not for racing or performance. So all these upgrades are for the street. So you might actually...
Actually, most of the performance upgrades for scooters are sold as not for road use. Not that anybody listens to that, but I mean, there is scooter racing, and a lot of these parts are, sold for scooter racing. It's not very big, but and it's a lot bigger in Europe than it is here. But there's some stuff that's made for the streets, some stuff that's made for racing. But I mean, you're generally speaking, though, like if you take a vintage Vespa and you put a whole bunch of performance stuff on it, and you can make it go a lot faster, you might increase the value slightly of the bike, but you're not going to be increasing it by as much as you're putting into it between parts and labor. Right. Because you're putting the money into it to get a result that you're going to enjoy. It's not something that's going to retain that value or even, increase that value over time.
Now, so on the other side of the scale, Bagel, let's say I decided my next build was going to be a scooter. And so I got a mid-60s Vespa or Lambretta, and I did it in the full mod style with the backrest and 30 mirrors and just as many spotlights and RAF roundels all over it.
And the foxtail and all.
And the foxtail and very authentic.
Yeah.
Would I add value to that in comparison to a bone stock, completely restored Vespa, or am I detracting from the value?
Or
that really depends. I mean, if you're talking about, if you have like an original bike that's a a survivor that's in exceptionally good condition, it might be worth more as is without all of the Farkles put onto it. But if you have, an older bike that's been well loved, and you do a light restoration on it, bring it back
right
to original, and then throw all the accessories on it, you could get a pretty penny for that if you say put it on bring a trailer or something, and there's somebody out there who has a lot of money they want to spend on a genuine looking, well done, authentic representation of a mod bike.
And that, and I mean that almost becomes a lifestyle thing.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, in that case, it's all about the style. There's no. I mean, the only enhancement that gives to your riding is it attracts more attention to you while you're riding.
All right.
It's not enhanced performance at all.
Let me ask you this, Bagel. What is the most dumbest thing you've ever bought as an upgrade to one of your bikes that you're like, well, that was a waste of money?
I think a cup holder.
That's the most money you've spent.
Well, no, that was the most useless thing I bought.
Oh,
I find cup holders very useful.
It seems like a good one.
Well, this one was particularly useless. I tried to put it in the glove box, and the cup would just fall right out of it.
Because I had a cup holder on my PC 800, and it was probably the best thing I ever had.
From J.C. Whitney?
Yes, a gimbaled one.
I suppose.
So, I could have a cup of coffee on my way to work.
Doubles as an ashtray.
All right, I want to go around the room. Jim, we'll start with you.
I got a mouth for a caramel. Come back.
We'll start with John. What is the dumbest upgrade you've ever done to a bike?
I would say a new muffler for the KLR.
Okay.
It does nothing but make more noise.
For me, I think it was years ago when I bought a Wonderlic seat for my touring BMW. That was like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It was a very expensive seat at the time. That was not that much better than the stock seat. It was just a waste of money. What about you, Emma? What's the dumbest thing?
I'm kind of with John. When I look back at the amount of money and effort I've put into exhaust systems that have made a bike sound demonstrably worse and actually made it slower.
Yep.
I mean, I've done some very good things as well, like put expansion chambers on two-strokes, and you really can't go wrong with that because you get that nice crackle. But if it hasn't got 4 cylinders, don't bother putting a loud exhaust on it because it isn't going to. Well, actually, no.
Like,
Triples,
weight saving.
triples, and fours sound great with 4-into-1s and 3-into-1s, but twins and singles can sound very hokey.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, how about you? Besides the rotors.
Years ago, I was one of those guys that cut the fender and put small turn signals on it. Right. And
Which bike is this?
Well, it was an FJ 1100.
Oh, okay.
It was a Honda Hawk.
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on a couple of bikes. So, yeah, I don't do that anymore. I want to be seen. I want more lights out there
All right.
to help people see me.
All right. How about you, Neal?
I tend to not modify my bikes very much at all. So I am probably the wrong person to ask. I think probably the most expensive thing I ever did was I put a tank bra on my CBR 900.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know.
But yeah, it does nothing.
It does nothing. Well, it kept the tank from getting scuffed up. But other than that, I probably should have left it alone because it left little wear marks on the tank.
It did exactly
the opposite
of its intention.
Yeah, so that was probably dumb.
Is that from J.C. Whitney also?
No, I was.
God, I miss
yeah,
that
exactly.
catalog.
No.
Yeah, it was Lockhart. It was not a cheap thing, and it had velvet lining on it. But there was just a couple of rub areas where
There were two things from the JC catalog that the JC Whitney catalog I had been wanting. One was that cup holder, and the other one was that quarter dispenser.
For going through tolls?
For going through, because I used to go over the Bay Bridge, and it was 75 cents to go over the Bay Bridge. Yes,
Wow, how
I know.
old are you? Wow.
The coin dispenser. All right,
We are
Jim.
that old.
Yeah.
It's like $8.
Well, I'm kind of like Neal. I modify my bikes, but not in a fairly pragmatic way. The only modification that really worked out poorly though was, remember that KLR 250, and we were riding down in Pozo, down in Central Coast of California.
Oh, I know Pozo.
Yeah.
It's a very nice saloon.
Pozo
there.
Saloon.
That was when we saw
Yeah, the
Two-Stroke
couple.
Man.
Yeah, Two-Stroke Man, definitely Two-Stroke Country. And remember, and I had the tool roll on the back of that little tool rack on the back of the thing, and the subframe broke off.
Oh, no.
And I'm riding, I'm like, I think there's a problem, and the fender's bouncing on it. But I'm like, Neal, I'm not a blingy kind of guy. I mean, yeah.
I did get an exhaust for my KLR 650.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay.
But I was very satisfied with it. I think it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
And it did add a little more top end to the bike. So,
I mean, and again, I'm not making fun of people. And I mean, it happens in the car world too. You ever see the kids who turn their cars into a drifter, and they've got the
wheels
that are
Stance.
you're
Yeah.
talking about stance cars.
yeah, which is just going to run your tires
that's
down.
mental. The whole
But you know, the whole exhaust, if you put an exhaust system on a small capacity Japanese 4-cylinder car, you only get one of two noises. It's either going to sound like somebody having an accident in their trousers, or it's going to sound like Chewbacca. Those are the only two noises you're going to get. There are no other noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, my GB500 had a super trap, and it sounded exactly like a fart in a bathtub.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody.
I like the Super Trap sound.
Well, you can
It's a little bit of
change
crackle
it,
to
right?
it.
You know,
Yeah, you
can
can stack
change
the
the
number
discs.
of discs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did I ever do a history hole on Super Trap? Because I need.
Wasn't it crazy?
I'd love to hear that.
aircraft?
It
Mike
started out
Mola
with
with his flying
Yes,
car.
fucking
Right.
crazy.
Oh yeah, we need to do a history hole
There's a
on
road
that.
tax engines in it.
Yeah.
January 4th.
Well, of course, I would love to hear from our listeners. Hector, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
The Farkle King. No,
At least he rides the crap out of that.
I
bike,
want
though.
to know, what is
does.
that? Is it peacocking? Is it for people who just have so much money that it doesn't matter and they can just do that? And I was like, my friend who was here, I'm like, is it because you just want to know that you've got the best bike out of everyone? Is that it?
Or-
It's just you need to have the best.
Or is it plastic surgery? Once you start, people don't stop.
Or tattoos.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, did I show you my new tattoo, John?
Oh,
Multiple times.
I would like to see it again. I've never seen it, Emma. I have never seen it.
Emma, enjoy a picture of Dave's tank.
Oh no,
That is actually him. That's
we
the worst
have to
part.
come back to his. I still haven't looked at it directly. It's like Medusa.
Look
If
at
I
it
look
in
at
the
it,
eye.
I won't be able to give an erection for the next
Stare it in the eyes, Jim.
The eye.
There's three eyes.
I want to hear from listeners about why if they do it or why they think people do it.
It's the Ohio Buckeye.
Stop. Send us your email about why you over Farkle to motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com.
Yes,
I wanna
Especially
know.
if you have an underglow on your motorcycle, you should send us a picture.
Yeah, that's naff.
And do not send us a picture of your brown eye, please.
nonsense. You're talking rubbish.
That is not.
If you have a stretch Hayabusa,
It better be
do
lit up.
not have an underglow.
Yes.
You're
Oh, that's
missing out.
true.
We'll report you to the authorities.
So I want to do a quick little round of cool or fool.
Okay.
So there's been a lot of new bikes that are coming out, and I want to see what people think. So I've handed out a sheet. Bagel, I sent you an email with all the pictures so that you can play along. Now,
Are you looking at the pictures, Bagel?
Yes.
So let's look at the first one. Is
Got pictures.
now this is not here in the States yet, but this is the new AJS Imber. Now, AJS
Inbred? Is that what he said?
Imber.
I am Burr.
IMBER. So this is coming to the UK. It's 2,300 pounds, which is how much in freedom units, Emma?
It's about 32, but call it $3,000.
All right.
So
Now,
it's cheapy.
Tim, can you describe what this bike resembles?
It looks like a passport to me.
No, not a passport.
Or a CT80 or
CT like 110 or
Yeah.
Trail 120.
It looks like the Hunter Cub, the new. It looks
It does look
exactly
like that. Yeah.
like the new
Yeah.
Honda Cub, right? So this would be a small displacement bike that's made to go off road or on in the city, whatever. It's kind of a
Well,
multifunction.
It's got
Liza,
a pillion
I-
seat. So
I take issue with your description though. This is not a Honda Super Cub. This is a Honda Trail 110.
Okay.
AJS-ified because it has the high pipe. It's not a low pipe. It doesn't have the leg shields.
Oh, okay.
It's got some knobby-ish tires on
I like
there.
the spoked
Yeah,
wheels.
like the Hunter
This
Cub is
is-
what I said. The Hunter Cub.
Oh, the Hunter Cub. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry. I
Yeah, the Hunter
misunderstood
Cub.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, that would be the one.
So AJS, Emma, we assume it was an old British.
Oh, yeah, it goes back to the AMC days. I mean, AJS is as old as...
Now,
the
do we know
older-
who owns AJS now?
I'm clueless.
So here's what I think is funny. This was a British brand. I assume it's now another Chinese company who's
It's
bought
clearly a
name,
Chinese bike.
who's making their copy of a Japanese bike to sell in the UK.
one thing I just noticed, we just had the discussion about high fender versus low fender. Looks like they couldn't
got
make up
both.
their minds
Yeah.
on this thing.
right? Very high front fender.
So it's got a high beak on it a little bit, and then it's got a low fender behind the fork. So
Yeah.
it's, yeah,
fender and a
the
schnabel.
worst of
Oh.
both worlds.
And it's got a e-start or a kickstart. And this is just a little, let's see, I think it's a little 120. Yeah, 125. So what do you guys think? Cool or fool?
Cool.
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 I'm going full. I see very few redeeming features on this bike. I think Honda are doing it better right now.
Exactly.
Not for $3,000
I
now.
disagree.
For that kind of money, I'm
How
going
much
with
is
a
the
Honda.
Honda? How
Not
much
that
is a
much more
Hunter Cub?
expensive, though. Yeah, they aren't that.
Oh, that's got to be
expensive.
$7,000-8,000 grand.
No,
They're like 3,300 bucks.
The price on this was
So
what, like
they're
30?
same price
$3,000.
as a monkey.
it's
basically.
3 to 35.
basically it's Honda monkey money for something, and I don't know. It just looks cheap.
It's about $3,000.
Yeah, no,
So it's a little less than the Hunter Cub then.
a tiny
Yeah.
bit less, not much.
But are you really getting
No, to me it's full.
your worth? Yeah.
But I can understand. people-
$3,400.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'd buy the Honda.
same price.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
buy the Honda all day long.
Yeah.
So
I think I would too.
I'm gonna say
Plus
fool.
after-
Fool. I don't know that they're not bringing anything new to the table.
You can get a Ruckus for 2,800. Just
Okay.
saying.
So, yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to do with this.
There you go. And
So
that's,
did we
that's the answer
establish
to
who
that.
owns AJS these days?
Some bloke.
No. All right.
I'll look it
So let's go top right-hand corner, I believe. This is the new Peugeot.
103.
Peugeot revives and electrifies the cult 70s moped. Emma, can you describe what this resembles?
It resembles. It's a step-through moped. Is clearly electric propulsion. I think it's absolutely splendid.
I think it's pretty cool looking.
And I mean,
Good AMA Vintage Days bike.
yeah, it's a step-through moped. It's a very, very unisex design. It is step-through.
Except it doesn't have pedals, so it's not a ped.
Right.
Moped.
It's a step-through design, so it's suitable for the ladies, but it's not so effeminate looking that blokes will be
What's the company name again?
Peugeot.
Peugeot.
Yes, right.
I think there's a little bit of a theme here.
Yeah.
Peugeot have been pushing mopeds for basically the population of Paris for the last 100 years or so. I think this is absolutely great.
So
I really do.
now it's a play on the old original 50cc moped
Yeah.
that did not require a license to ride.
It looks like it's got front disc brake and
No, it's got all the things.
Now,
single-sided
hold on.
Single-sided
rear
swing
swing
arm
arm
looks
with
awesome.
This is electric,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. It's got two versions. One is a 50cc equivalent that comes with a 1.6 kilowatt battery.
Okay.
And the other one is a little bit bigger. It's a 125cc equivalent with a 2.2 kilowatt battery. But Jim, do you remember those little mini bikes we had? How big those batteries were?
I don't.
They were a 1 kilowatt.
Okay.
And this is a 1.6. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
not very
if
much
you
range.
Yeah.
look, if
Yeah.
you live in a downtown environment like Paris, like London, like Birmingham, like Munich, this is just the ticket. And just like the original, it's deeply chic. You know, I can see, I can see very, very pretty young Parisians riding this all over town and being terribly stylish on it.
So I'm going to share my opinion.
Yes.
I've not been too fond of all these boutique electric bikes that are pulling parts off of a shelf, slapping a bike together and saying, look what I made, right? But this, I think, is retro cool.
And it's high design for sure.
And
It
it's
is
functional.
very high
It's like
design.
good
Fresh.
protection.
Retro cool, and it's going to
Yeah.
fit the same market
What's the
that the
price?
original.
I'm trying to find the price. I can't
I
find
can't
it.
find the price
Yeah.
either.
Unfortunately, I think it probably will be a little more expensive. But
It's got good components on it.
yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
can tell just by looking at it, it's clearly very nicely screwed together. I absolutely love the design. I love the play of colors. It's a very together looking bike. Now, if we compare this to the AJS has got one color on the bodywork, and it's got what looks like cheesy pinstriping on it. It's got another color on the engine, another color on the exhaust heat shield, another color on the fork leg. It's a very bitty looking bike. Now let's look at the design of this Peugeot. It's very complete looking. It's predominantly black. It's got a nice aluminum bash plate on it. And then you take a pick. It's either orange or blue. C'est orange ou bleu.
Yeah, and also the price is going to come in around $3,500.
Fantastic.
And that's how much like a regular electric bike,
A
like at
Suron.
Costco and shit, costs or something like
Yeah,
that.
$3,400.
Yeah, this is an absolute
reasonable.
winner.
I'm going to say cool.
Yeah,
I think this
I'm
is cool.
100%.
Bagel, would you get one of these?
Potentially. I'd like to know a little bit more about what they can do, because the thing that I wonder about is the different performance of the different models, because the only difference it talks about is the battery, but I don't know if that also includes a different motor
Right.
too, where the big one might go
may.
faster as well.
Now, what are your thoughts on the design, Bagel? Because, I mean, as a scooter rider, design does play a part.
It's not a bad looking bike. It's maybe not something I would have designed, but I think it's pretty good looking compared to a lot of the things that are out there. I do like the colors, like you were describing, the red or the blue. It has this nice swoop to it. The way that it follows the step through frame. I think they did a good job with it. And like I said, I'd like to find out more about the performance, but I think it has a lot of potential, and I think this could be a big hit in European cities.
The range is like 30 to 40 miles.
There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah.
So that's going to get you from the burbs into the city centre. You're going to plug it in at your place of work and then ride home. And if you can't plug it in, it'll still get you home because most everyone lives within 10 miles of where they work. Right. Tra-la-la!
Or if you have to run around the city during the day, you can run around the city and then ride home. And
it looks like an appliance. It doesn't intimidate people that don't like the mechanical look.
Right. I think this is going to have broad appeal.
It's a Cuisinart with a motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to bring in people that wouldn't normally think about doing this, and that's what we need.
Whereas, and that's the exact market that this kind of bike is for. Right. It's a real alternative. Right. So my conclusion, c'est formidable.
Okay.
So a quick thing about AGS is they are Chinese made. Jiangxi is a manufacturer. And AGS imports them and puts AGS stickers on.
Right. So
AGS is English.
Who's making Peugeot?
Peugeot.
Can you look that up and see? I bet
sure
they're not.
I
bet they're not.
They're such a large concern, part of the Nissan Peugeot group.
While you're looking that up, let's move on to the next one. There's a pretty red sport bike.
Oh God, that is crushingly
John,
handsome,
can you describe what this bike looks like to you?
Looks like a typical sport bike.
But can you be more specific?
I mean, there's nothing here that's thrilling me. It's I don't know. It's got a full fairing.
What country would you assume it comes from?
Well, I'm guessing this is a CF Moto, or something Chinese.
Looks like a red Italian.
It looks like a Japanese bike,
like a Ducati.
There you go.
I don't know.
It looks like a red Italian sport.
It's not as sexy as a Ducati.
Honda.
Yeah, cross between a Ducati and a Kawasaki, I think.
Tim, would you say that's a good looking bike?
Yes, I do like that bike visually. Not a fan of the super high tank. I'm kind of worried about my bits and pieces rubbing up against.
It's very Ducati-esque.
What if I told you it's a
916
750cc 90-degree V twin?
Oh, no kidding.
94.7 horsepower at 9,500 RPM and 55 foot-pounds of torque.
That's more than my XR 1200 as a 750.
This little bike is a Moto Morini Corsaro Sport 750.
So again, Chinese made under the Moto Morini brand, Moto Morini design.
The price is not listed yet, but it's going to be just under 10 grand.
Wow. It's a lot of bike for 10 grand. I'm still on the fence with Chinese manufactured bikes.
Yeah, I am too.
I mean, I want them so much to be better. And I'm including your CF Moto in that, Liza. You know, you cannot look me in the eye, as pretty as that bike is, and say the fit and finish is as good as a Japanese bike. Because it ain't.
It's pretty good.
No, but that wasn't what I said. But then the price point is a lot less.
It's no Benelli. It's one of the better. It's one of the best Chinese bikes I've ever sat on.
Right. And I mean, I defer to all that, but are they at the standard of Japanese bikes yet? No. They're getting
Are they
there.
at the standard of American bikes?
I think American bikes are different. I mean, the thing is about my Harley.
It's American exceptionalism there.
Ask the Harley owners in the room. There's three of them.
Mr.
As flawed,
number one Harley Davidson shirt over there.
Yeah, as flawed as my Harley Davidson is, I'm always tickled about how well finished it is. Because Harleys are beautifully finished bikes. I mean, the chrome and the paint on them is amazing and always has been.
Is that true even now for all the model lineup?
I don't think for all of them. I think the cheaper ones are definitely cheaper.
Like the Nightster, for example, is that a well-finished bike?
I mean, the Nightster's a well-finished flat black bike. I mean, the flat black is applied very nicely, but it's not an expensive finish.
I'll tell you what caught my eye. This looks to me nicer than any Japanese sport bike. This is
it kind
Italian
it's
styling. I think it's a beautiful bike, and it being a 749cc twin reminds me of the old Ducatis,
right?
And that power of a twin.
Can we
under 10 grand?
Well, compare that to your Suzuki 800 Emma that you were just talking about.
Right.
Both parallel twins,
Yes.
Japanese versus not. I mean, what's the comparison?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk a little bit about what makes the styling Italian, because, I mean, we're describing a bike, and I know people are going to be able to look it up online, but to me, what gives this Italian styling, here are some of the cues. The mirrors are very, very highly styled, which is an Italian trademark. The headlight occupies a kind of middle ground between a Japanese and an Italian. It's a V-shaped headlight, which is classic Japanese, but it is quite narrow, so it goes down to the Italian style. Looks like it's got Brembo monoblock calipers on it, or knockoffs of them.
Now, you're comparing this to the V-Strom 800?
I'm not.
No, not the V-Strom.
We're talking about the GSX.
The GSX.
The GSX. I'm not comparing it to that. It's got a cutout in the belly pan for the exhaust pipe, which is a classic Japanese Italian trait. Looks like it's got an oval muffler with a brushed aluminium finish. As always, it's going to look a lot better with a tail tidy on it.
I think I'm looking at Suzuki right now. I think it's sexier.
You think the Suzuki is sexier?
Yeah, look at that.
I don't. I think.
Oh God, that is great.
Yeah.
looking. Fuck me, that's
Exactly.
a good looking bike.
Which
isn't it?
bike
I
is
think
that?
this has a bit of the retro.
That's the GSX 800R.
But
Yeah, I tell you what, the only thing I am not a fan of is no, I don't want to sign up.
Oh, yeah, the Suzuki looks great. It's got that rear subframe that you can see, the trellis subframe.
all right, but you guys you've strayed. I want to keep it on this. I'll
I
tell
mean,
you.
I
I'll tell
think-
you why I think it's cool.
Yes.
To me, I have some nostalgia for an Italian 750cc twin sport bike.
So go buy a Monster.
You know, I had the 900 SS that I loved. This reminds me of like the 748, like that era was really
this
cool.
is a conversation we have to have. When does it stop being Chinese and start being Italian?
Well, it's
You
Italian
define-
design. It doesn't matter where it's made, it's Italian design. Benelli, Moto Morini, all these are Italian design, right?
Right.
So, yeah, it's designed. They're designed in Italy. And that's one of their Moto Morini's big thing, as they've said. But I think this is cool. I think this is a beautiful bike.
I must admit, it is a very good looking bike. As much as God almighty, I never thought I'd say this. As much as I like the Suzuki, God, that Suzuki is great looking.
Yeah, but how much is it?
I'm looking it up right now.
I think this might have the edge on it style wise. It's definitely more Italian.
Well,
looking.
and back to the whole Italian design, but the Ducati's engines are made, I just looked it up, they're still made in Borgo, Panigale, Bologna, Italy. So they're still making the Ducati engines in Italy.
Yeah.
So that's different than
GSXR is
engines made in China.
9,600.
All right.
So if I had the choice between the two of them at that price point,
I think
Suzuki all day long.
Here's the common thread, though. These are all companies that were old brands
and now brought
that
back.
are now Chinese.
Well, there's value in the
brought
name.
back.
Yeah.
And
No resale though.
And you know, I declared that the 450 Ibex would be one of the first Chinese bikes to prove that a Chinese bike can be good. And now I'm seeing this wave of Chinese made, owned companies making bikes that look good and have all the performance for the price.
Well, let's see
This
if they are good.
This is the wave. The wave is coming.
Well, I think CF Moto stands out from the rest of them. First of all, they're doing it on their own brand. They're not trying to pretend to be something else than what they are. Second, they have a large footprint in racing, and they're not doing so badly. They're doing pretty well in
Well, I think this
Superbike and
I think this bike is cool. What do you guys think? Cool.
No,
or cool?
I mean, I'm gonna say it's cool. I like it. I must admit, I like it.
I think the
That's
fact
a
that
good
it's a
looking bike.
V-twin when parallel twins are coming in, that's kind of a bonus.
All right.
I'm going full.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more left. And I'm staying with the theme of brands that used to exist.
Oh, God.
And then the name was bought, and now they're creating something completely different. But this one isn't Chinese. So this last one, if you guys are looking at this, I think it's a bit of an atrocity.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is the new Buell Super Cruiser.
Okay. If I could jump in, the reason why I want to go first on this is I'm going to apologize to a couple of people before I even say anything about this. When we had the Moto America at Laguna Seca, Buell brought this bike, and the truck broke down. And it was part of the Law Tigers and Buell thing, and the truck broke down, so I looked after it for a couple of days. And I got to ride it.
Did you really?
Yeah. And
it makes some power.
175 horsepower.
It makes some power.
Okay. And I'm going to get it over with, and I am so sorry. This thing looks like it was designed in someone's shed. And it rides that way as well.
Oh, wow.
I am so sorry. It's got a lot of power, but if you are expecting a refined bike, this ain't it.
I feel that they're going backwards. If you look at the origins of Buell, where did Buell draw his motors from?
Well, from all over the place. His first motors.
From Harley-Davidson cruisers, and he created
Sportster
sport
motors.
Performance bikes, right?
Yep.
That was what Buell, the name, was known for. Now they're taking I don't know where the motor's from.
It's an LC8.
Okay, and creating a cruiser. I'm like, why are you going backwards? The name Buell is known for taking something not known for performance and creating performance out of it.
But it's not a good looking bike.
The price on this is about $30,000.
I think it's the Roland Sands print on it that I don't know. I mean, a radiator.
Well, and it is going to sell because the people who are going to buy this are all the dyno bras who get spanked by liter bikes.
This is
because with this, theoretically, at least in a straight line, as long as you can keep it together, it is an amazingly quick bike. I mean, it will pull your arms out of their sockets.
17-inch wheels?
No, like
yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. 17-inch.
Yeah.
I'd choose an Arch.
It's a part spin bike.
It really is.
An Arch any day.
And it looks like a part spin bike, and to a certain extent, it rides like one.
Well, what kind
to be fair, I was riding a prototype, so it wasn't completely finished, and it wasn't completely set up. The fueling was not great.
Oh, that would have driven me nuts because that's one of the first things I noticed.
It does look like a shed bike.
And unfortunately, it kind of does. Will it sell? I think it will sell very well.
I might
to
be
a certain
personally
market.
Fool because I respect Eric Buell and what he tried to do. And now his name is being used to create something that has nothing to do with him or his mission, and they're creating something that is, I don't know. I think it's an atrocity. And that's coming from somebody who has a Nikon.
He's out of it, right? He's not. He has nothing.
He has
he's not
nothing,
affiliated with
the company's
brand,
been bought and sold.
I'm looking price wise, and I guess this competes with a Street Glide. So I don't know performance wise.
Oh, performance wise, it's light years ahead of it.
Yeah, okay.
I mean the Street Glide's up to about 120-ish,
which is still plenty of get up and go.
It's plenty of get up and go, but this is 170 horsepower.
Oh yeah, a lot of power. But I just don't know, like as far as handling and other features.
Yeah, I found it quite awkward handling wise. I mean, you very much sit on it as opposed to in it.
It looks like the center of gravity is very high on that bike.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
High and far back.
Well, and that's funny because the 17-inch wheels, it's still got a high center of gravity.
Yeah, well, it's got super long forks on it if you have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rear suspension is very strange in the way that's set up. Like
it's from a previous Buell. It's a previous swing arm came from a previous Buell. The rear wheel came from a different Buell. The front end came from a different Buell. It's all parts bin.
Yeah, total parts bin. Wow.
So yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? Full or full?
Full, and and I feel guilty saying it because I took care of this, and
but it had a chance to impress you, and it didn't.
Well, it's it, and like a lot of bikes, it may become a good bike.
Okay.
And perhaps, that's where we should leave it. It has the potential to become a better bike than it is. So there you are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up next, I feel like I'm going to a support meeting with this one.
Oh dear.
So how do you feel about that, Liza?
I've been having some thoughts.
My name is Emma, and I have a problem.
And I feel a little weird about these thoughts I'm having. I don't really understand where they're coming from.
Do they involve pastry?
I know better than this, yet I still...
You're buying a Hayabusa.
...can't deny the fact that I'm acknowledging that I have recently become Multistrada curious.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Bada bing, bada boom.
As you know, well, as you guys might know, Bagel and I are heading out tomorrow to go to Vancouver to go meet Ryan and Connor and
that's in the Columbia
Fort 9
Columbia of Brits, isn't it?
Yes, the Fort 9 group to go see the movie that Ryan was on here talking about, where they rode the Ducatis around the world. Now they had a different set of Multistradas in every country, but it proved to be a great bike, I think, for that. It was a brand new bike. Was it the perfect bike? No, but it did a job. But I know quite a few people who've had Multistradas and love them. Kat has one he loves.
Right. And Craig Silla's had a...
Right. Mm-hmm. And I am comparing the Multistrada to a Harley Sportster. And here's why. We talked about the Harley Sportster being the redheaded stepchild of the Harley-Davidson world, right? Where Harley owners don't really count that Sportster. Even though it's a great bike and it comes from a racing lineage and you can do so much with it, it's very capable. But most Harley owners discount it, and non-Harley owners discount it because it's a Harley. So you can get for like $2,500 a really decent Sportster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel the same way about the Multistrada. I think the Ducati world, if it's not a red sport bike, they don't really accept it.
I think they feel more like that more about the Scrambler.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe, but the Multistrada, it's been around.
And you're talking about the
time.
V4 or the V2?
Well, it's been around a long time, much like the Sportster.
No, I mean, you like the V4 or the V2?
I guess I don't know.
Well, Liza's
big price difference.
Liza's in V-twin money.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, probably. So I feel like Ducati people don't fully accept it, and non-Ducati people are like, well, I don't want to be a douchebag Ducati owner.
Does it have a racing pedigree?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Multistrada that held the record at Pikes Peak. In fact, I think it's the fastest internal combustion engine ever to go up Pikes Peak.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yes.
So just for the record, so the top end V4 is $40,000 and the top end V2 is 19.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah. So I feel like I've seen for years, I've seen older Multistradas like $2,500. Clean bike. It's usually owned by a very responsible owner that's usually kept indoors, and they're clean bikes. And so I've just always kind of seen them. I've been curious.
Well, here's the elephant in the room, and it doesn't just apply to Multistradas. It applies to every used Ducati on the road. And we'll clear up a few misconceptions right now. Belts and Desmo service.
Mm-hmm.
What are belts and Desmo service? Well, the camshafts on a Ducati are driven by belts.
And just for the record, what mileage usually do you have to do these?
Well, here's the thing. Over the years, Ducati have come up with all these crazy formulas about this mileage and this mileage and this, and then this age and whatever. The last press release, certainly from Ducati America, was change them every 4 years. No mention of mileage at all.
Interesting.
Change them every 4 years. So your bike gets to 4 years old, put the belts in. Desmo service, it varies, but now Desmo service is valve clearance. It's tricky on a Ducati because they're specialist shims, so you can't get the hot cam shim bucket. Mm-hmm. You have to get specialist Ducati shims. They're not particularly difficult to do, but they are very time consuming because you're dealing with opening shims and closing shims and multi-valves per cylinder.
Right.
So because it's time consuming, it's expensive. Now, at Mototown, if you drop a Ducati in for belts and Desmo service, you're going to get an oil change, you're going to get a filter change, you're going to get an air filter, you're going to get spark plugs, and you're going to get Desmo service and belts. And you're going to get a bill for $2,000. Mm. And that's about the going rate.
I understand. With performance bikes, KTMs, BMWs, Ducatis, you're going to have
they are
performance
maintenance
prices.
heavy.
Yeah, I understand.
But for my Triumph, I paid $1,200 for valves,
right,
and none of the other stuff.
So,
for instance, shout out to I went and visited Doug at Santa Clara Cycles yesterday.
Shout out to Doug.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
And I walked in, and he just reached over and handed me a flyer for our rally.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, thanks.
They're great over there. They got a great collection of bikes if anybody's looking
for
a bike.
instance, and I asked him, I'm interested. The reason I need this is to do about 13,000 miles on a big trip this summer.
Right.
So I need a bike I can put some miles on. He's like, don't get anything older than a 2018 if you're looking at Ducatis. Just in general. He's like, don't get anything older than 2018. He has a 2018 Ducati Multistrada 950 with 3,000 miles on it, listed for $8,000.
But has the Desmo and belt service.
No, so now at 3,000 miles, you're not going to need Desmo, but you are going to need belts. Because I guarantee it hasn't had belts. Funnily enough, I've got a 750 in the shop right now with no miles on it. Same kind of miles as this.
And the belts alone would cost roughly how much?
Belts are a couple of $100 each.
Plus the labor.
Plus labor, a couple of hours to put them in. Just the belts.
Here's the thing. I call it the Ducati mistake. I think everyone needs to make the Ducati mistake at some point. You need to get it out of your system. Have you made the Ducati mistake, Tim?
I have not.
Okay.
It's on the horizon.
I wouldn't
mind having a 900 SS.
I had a red 900 SS, really cool bike.
Yeah. The tower shaft cams. And
I tell people go ahead and do it. Get it out of your system. And then you learn. And then you don't go back. But now I'm like, I'm being called back, and that's what makes me feel weird.
No, hang on. Before you throw ducks under a bus, I mean, owning a Ducati is not always a negative experience, but it can be an expensive experience. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the point you want to make. As long as you go in with your eyes open, I think the difference between a Multistrada and a Sportster, a Sportster you can actually run on a shoestring. And it's hard. It's hard riding any bike on a shoestring, but you can do it. A Ducati, you cannot. You cannot run a Ducati on a shoestring.
So you're going to do 13,000 miles. So what are oil changes, et cetera, going to run?
You'll have to do the Desmo.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So
what's the cost of maintenance going to be?
If Liza was to buy that bike, you would insist it has new belts before it leaves the shop. Because I guarantee it's got 7-year-old belts in it. So it's going to need belts. Even at 3,000 miles, it's going to need belts. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now you got new belts. You're not going to need Desmo service till 15,000 miles. So now you won't need Desmo service till you get back.
Okay.
if you use a good quality like a Motul 300V, brand new oil when you leave, oil change when you get there at 6,000 miles, and then ride it back. So one oil change and filter. I mean, potentially it'll be good, but you're in for a hell of a bill when you get home.
So you would say stay away from it?
No, but I'm just saying go in with your eyes open.
I think it'll be a fun way to travel. You know, it's a great bike, a lot of get up and go. I mean,
as long as you know what you're getting in for.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into.
Right.
I would say do it.
Now, bear in mind, a Multistrada 950 is a much smaller bike than the 1200.
True.
I think they're cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Multistradas are cool.
They always were, yeah.
Here's the thing.
I was curious about them some years ago.
He also has in his shop a very clean DL1000.
What year?
V-Strom. I think it's also 2018.
Yeah.
And it had maybe like 26,000 miles, something like that. I think it was like $6,000.
Yeah. So the question is it an XT or is it the regular
I'm not
deal?
Sure. But here's how I felt is which bike would I want to end up owning at the end of the ride?
Oh.
I think that the DL1000 was the smarter choice for something in that price range, you know?
Yeah.
6,000 to 9,000, you know?
Are you going to keep it at the end of the ride or let it go, or do you not know yet?
Probably get your money back out of it, though. The Ducati might be harder with the service issue.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I've just been curious about the Ducati and seeing people like, Ryan and Connor ride him around the world. It looked like a capable, fun, comfortable bike.
Shoot, if money's not a problem.
Lav and Ollie rode theirs around the world some years ago.
Yeah. Well,
so
here's what's
their DL1000.
If money's not a problem, go
Just
Ducati
saying.
all day long. You know.
Well, in Santa Clara Cycle, he also had a couple of the S1000, the BMWs, the X. Which one is it?
The upright one?
The S1000 XR.
Yeah, I think those are cool. Again, you get into cost of maintenance, but those are cool.
Here's what surprised me. I sat on those too. So here's like a 2016 S1000 XR for $9,000. So we're looking at the same money.
Emma had one of those in her shop like a month or two ago.
Yeah, but here's what I found on both of them. I was surprised. So we had two of them. It is a manual clutch, not hydraulic, and it was hard to pull.
Well, that's they're not normally. They're not normally. So
cable clutch, not hydraulic?
Yeah, they're not normally hard to pull.
Well, both of them were. But then when I hopped on-to the Ducati, I'm like, hydraulic clutch.
Same with the V-Strom.
And the V-Strom too. Hydraulic clutch. Yeah. I was surprised that those BMWs both had not the hardest thing in the world, but I can see if you're caught in traffic, having that extra tension on a big leader bike like that.
Right.
As opposed to the hydraulic, which is very simple. But I was surprised that they would cut on something like that.
So
feel. The S1000s are interesting bikes. They're very, very clever bikes. The massively powerful. You don't say.
But they both intrude greatly to help you make the most of the power. You can't turn everything off on an S1000. You can turn it down, but you can never turn everything off. There's always some intrusion. Just making sure that you don't make a complete ass of yourself. They are amazing bikes, but again, they're very, very expensive because they're time-consuming to service, particularly the XR. I do a couple of XRs down the shop. In fact, right now in the shop, I've got an XR and an RR.
Oh.
And the RR is an amazing thing. I mean, 200 horsepower.
Yep.
But again, incredibly expensive bikes to service.
Yeah.
Because they're time consuming to service and time equals money. Liza's just handed me an email to read, and it deals with one of my favorite bikes to do long distance on. And it also deals with one of the greatest arguments against this bike.
Well, we'll get to that.
And we'll get to it. But I mean,
so I want to say, so my first two choices for picking a bike in this range, the like 5,000 to 9,000, was the first choice is the Yamaha Tracer.
Right,
GT.
and I think that is a solid
I've been
choice.
shopping around, and those are coming in around that same price.
And you
then,
like that motor?
if I wanted to get the price down a little bit, the Versus 1000.
Right, and again
solid, or
cool bike. Yeah.
or the Deal, 1000. Those are both just
You're not going to lose money on it.
simple, capable. I know it'll get the job done. But then when I'm seeing these Ducatis for about the same price,
But
I'm
there's
like, ooh.
there is a reason for that, and maintenance is absolutely everything. If someone were to say to me, what is the fundamental difference between Japanese and European bikes? European bikes demand maintenance at the required intervals. If you read the manual and it says you will change the oil at this time, you will change the coolant at this time, you will do the valve clearances this time, you'd better do it. Because if you don't, there will be consequences. Japanese bikes, by their nature, are a lot more accommodating. If you're a little more cavalier with the maintenance, if you're a little more ham-fisted with the gear changes and you occasionally over-rev it, they'll take that kind of abuse a lot more.
Isn't it kind of like with it? Because I'm getting to that point with my Suzuki Gixxer where I've got somewhere around 30,000 miles. By the book, I probably should have already done it, and I'll probably do it in the next service or two. But then it's like, then you get a feel for what your valves will do over 20,000 miles, and you may or may not have to touch them again on a Japanese bike.
And that's largely true. Your next valve clearance may be the last valve clearance that they actually do anything.
Mm-hmm.
From that point forward, it might just stabilize.
Okay.
And now you're just putting in the miles and changing the oil.
That reminds me, I have a side question. Emma,
Yes.
on my CF Moto,
Yes.
it says change the break-in oil at 600 miles.
Yes.
I've only gotten to 400 miles. Can I change it now, or do I have to keep riding?
Your bike's not fully broken in yet. Ride it to 600. I know it's a pain in the ass.
I know.
Ride it to 600 and then put a good quality oil in it and then just forget about it. Strictly speaking, a transmission's not really broken in till 2,000 miles, but it shifts okay, doesn't it?
I was surprised how expensive that Moto oil is. That V, is it the V300?
300V.
I was going to put it in my Suzuki last oil change, and they're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like,
100. It's worth every penny.
100. Yeah, so I went with the Suzuki OEM, but
every penny.
All right.
So is this the Suzuki you're looking at, the yellow tank?
Maybe if it's at Santa Clara, yes.
So it's a 2014, and they want
2014.
Yeah, and they want $6,000 for it. That's a high price for that year.
Okay, good to know.
But what I'll say if you,
it's an okay year. It's the year they upgraded the frame and suspension, the dual plug heads, and all the upgrades, and slipper clutch, and all that stuff. Same as my bike.
And I want to clarify too, Santa Clara Cycle. These are consignment. They're not setting the prices.
Well, here's the other thing I'll say is, because I've sold a bike through them, is they do a great job, but they sort the bike out before they put it on the floor. So if it needs a new chain, if it needs new brakes, so it's not like a Facebook bike. So the bike's been sorted out, new tires and stuff. So
probably had the valve.
So you're paying a premium for that, but you're getting a bike that's been gone through.
All right, well,
but
good.
Here's some food for thought. I know you don't want to pay like the the taxes and all the other kind of shit, but a 2026 V-Strom 1050 goes for
it's about 16, 17 grand now, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit less than that.
For the XT with all the
15.5.
Yeah, for the base
and
model.
then you get all the tax and fees. You're
20
I'm just saying, but
I
like that bike.
So if you don't care about off-road, if you want on-road only, this is fine.
Yeah,
off-road,
I need a slab.
So if it's slab only, it's fine.
Yeah, I got
off-road. Don't get this bike because you want the XT with the spoked wheels.
Well, I'm still looking around, but I'm just entertained.
So what are the odds of having a Multistrada in the garage next week?
No, I won't have one yet. I got to sell bikes.
Do it.
I'm just investigating now. And Doug gave me the helpful advice of don't touch anything under a 2018 to be able to put a high miles on it.
Right.
And I'm like, great, sage advice. All right, we've got a bunch of emails to get to. Bagel, I've sent you 2.
Yes.
Can you pick the shorter of the two?
Yeah. I have an email here from Martin Schäfer. He writes, while listening to your December 7th podcast and you were discussing movies, here's one for the scooter guy, 25 kilometers an hour. Yes, that's the name of the movie. It's the Easy Rider of Scooters movie. And this is one I've not seen the movie. I've heard of it, though. It is a German movie about two brothers that take a trip across Germany on mopeds. Pedal mopeds.
So not scooters, but
not scooters, but mopeds. Yes, at 25 kilometers an hour.
Interesting. Well, thank you. We asked a few weeks ago. We asked people to send us their favorite movies.
Yes. Yeah. Danke, Martin.
I have one here from Mike D. from South Carolina.
Mike D in the house.
The D is for dangerous.
Mike D from South Carolina. Because I know this, and you guys mentioned it repeatedly, there is a difference between a hoedown and a hootenanny.
Oh, good.
I need to know this.
They are both dances. A hoedown is any dance. Put your hoe down and throw down. A hootenanny is a called dance like square dancing or the Tootsie Roll. If someone is giving dance instructions, it's a hootenanny. Thanks, Mike D. from South Carolina. P.S. The best motorcycle movie is I Bought a Vampire Motorcycle.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
disagree with that. A Northern Commando.
I love this. A hootenanny and a hoedown.
Well, I know it. Now I know.
Grab your partner, twirl them around. That's a hootenanny.
Throw that hoe down.
All right.
Show enough, Bo
John,
Peter.
you got one there?
Well, we'll go with the same theme here. This is from Dave H.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
My 2 cents on motorcycle movie recommendations. Cycle South, 1971.
Mm-hmm.
Was a very entertaining road trip documentary with some guys that go from Denver to Panama.
Yeah.
I originally watched it on Netflix, but I think they removed it. You can watch it on YouTube, Vimeo, or other places. And these give some links. Such a fun movie and really well done as far as I'm concerned. Please review after viewing it.
Yeah, I remember finding that movie once on YouTube and going, oh, how interesting. That in this era, like this was a big thing. This was really after the whole Ewan and Charlie. And then people were looking for content like that and to find that something had existed. We just hadn't seen it.
Did they go through the Darien Gap or did they go around it?
I don't remember. Who else has a movie mentioned in there? Is anyone? You got one, Tim? All right, go ahead.
All right, this is from. I'm not doing.
You have to do the accent.
Oh,
Come on, Tim.
You have to.
No,
do
he
the
doesn't
accent.
have to do the accent.
He does have to do.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know
I
how to
make the
do
rules.
it. I don't know how to do it.
Give it a
'Cause
shot.
It's not.
We
it's
promise
not
we
what
won't
you
make
think
fun
it
of
is.
you.
Yeah,
I don't believe you. All right, this is from Collis M.
Hey, Callus.
Callus.
He says evidently we've had emails from him before.
Are you going to read it in the accent of a cool cat? Because that's what a callus sounds like.
Cool cat callus.
We will do our best. I'm not going to go with his. I'll do. Ow. Hey, I'm just getting caught up on the past few weeks.
Oh, into the mic.
Podcast.
Wait, your mic just disappeared.
I'm right here.
There you go.
Are we here? We
yes,
back?
go ahead.
Okay, so Collis M. Hey, all. I am just getting caught up on the past few weeks of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the contest is over, and I can't attend anyway, but I had to share my favorite motorcycle movie.
Yeah, please.
It's Rockers from the
jiggle the cord. The cord in the back of the mic. Just make sure it's plugged in.
Are we?
Yeah, you're good.
Here?
There you go.
Hey, keep going.
All right. Back to the movie. It's Rockers, 1978.
Not the reggae movie.
No. Emma, this sounds like something right up your alley.
Go on.
Bagel has read my emails with a Southern Appalachian accent a few times, but it turns out I'm Jamaican, man.
Hey, Rasta, what you teaching you them today, Ja?
I feel...
So that's way south.
Yeah, that's what it sounds.
I feel this movie is a timeless representation of my culture. And it's the movie that got me into motorcycles when I was a kid.
Oh, fantastic.
Rockers.
Yeah.
See, I was right.
You were right, yeah.
Yeah,
You called
man.
It's
Not my
free
teachings,
on-
Ja. Those of a higher force.
And it's free on YouTube, too. Take care, Misfits. callous.
Right on.
You
All
read
right.
that like a cool cat. And of course he is.
Jamaica? Nah, she did it by herself. Sorry.
Emma, you got one to read there?
I have one here from Matt Barlow.
What accent will you be reading it in?
Matt is actually English. So lucky.
Oh, that's too
How
easy.
convenient.
Yeah.
Matt Barlow from Utah?
That's right, but he lives in the English part of Utah. More specifically, the Birmingham suburb. Hey there, Liza and crew. This is Utah Matt.
There he is.
It's been a great fall for riding here, but we had our first real snow today. So the weighty reality of winter riding set in. I nursed my grieving soul with episode 652. Early in the episode, Liza repeated her interest in selling the Shocker, the Nikon, and picking up a Tracer or Versys.
Yeah.
What heavy choices she has said. Well, pitter-patter, let's get at her. My free opinion is worth exactly that, but I'll share it anyway. So now we get down to the meat and potato.
All right.
I picked up a Versys 1000 in 2016. And Jen and I enjoyed, I presume Jen is his sweetie.
I think so.
I think so too.
Or his drink.
Or yeah, either that or somebody else's sweetie. But nevertheless, Jen and I each enjoyed riding it over the following 4 or 5 years. We sold it off after putting around 15,000 miles on it. I added heated grips and had the ECU flashed. Other than that, we enjoyed it without any other issues. The riding position was neutral and comfy. It had plenty of power and good handling. But sadly, we both agreed that it was cursed to be a little too vanilla, meaning there wasn't really anything captivating about it. So wait a minute, about it. The engine and ride were smooth and reliable, but lacked any real hint of character. So if you're looking for a comfortable bike that zips around town, is dead reliable, eats miles, it's great. But for a visceral riding experience that gets me longing for a two-wheel Tempest with bad intentions, it's the pleasant librarian in a pencil skirt and large glasses. Oh, that's me!
Sounds like someone we know.
Yes. While riding a Yamaha FZ to Pikes Peak, Colorado in 2019, the bike suffered from some mechanical problems. I found a Yamaha dealer in Durango, and with hours found myself on the hot new Tracer 900 GT. So here's your two choices. Now, I know what he's going to say. It had been the focus of my wandering eye since its release. I thought you liked those librarians, Matt. Anyway, nevertheless... where? Oh, and I had the opportunity to ride the break-in miles with a couple of friends to the 14,000 plus foot summit and back home. I ended up adding a rowdy M4 exhaust and flashed the ECU as well. I also swapped the small aluminium. And he made a little... See, I told you he was English. Yes. Foot pegs for slightly larger rubber-soled pegs from an FJR. The fueling was abrupt rolling off and on, and that's quite a common problem. And I absolutely recommend flashing the ECU to correct that. I rode that bike for a few years, nearly 20,000 miles. It had a naughty streak that the Versys was missing, and a siren song that always pushed me a little more. What a damn fun bike. But it wasn't without flaws. The stock fueling nap was touchy, and at 6'3", it didn't fit me as well as the Versys did. The riding position and fit were very similar, but the Tracer felt like a 7/8 scale Versys.
Lost your head there.
I had to scratch my ear and I knocked my headphones off. If the Versys was Mrs. Smith the librarian, the Tracer was Miss Trish, the new student teacher with tattoos and a whale tail. Yes, you see, there you are.
That's pretty good.
Of the two, I enjoyed the Tracer GT a lot more. The captivating triple always satisfied and more than made up for the cramped quarters. And this is where I feel the Tracer will do you in, because you actually, it's not a case of being uncomfortable. you need a roomy bike because of your
These
disabilities.
Which is why I look for a bike that I can put engine guards on and a highway peg. That's it.
Anyway, I still feel the rush inside when another Tracer or FC goes by. Jen enjoyed the all-day comfort of the Versys and disliked the buzzy vibes of the tuning fork toting triple. If I had to choose, I'd go with the Tracer, but that's my experience. I wouldn't discourage an interesting rider from either one, and that's an important point to make. I've heard this many times about Ninja 1000s and to a certain extent Versys 1000s, is they do lack character. But
yeah, I'm aware of that.
If you were looking for a dead reliable bike to complete, say, 13,000 miles on without incident, they have no equal.
Well, I mean, yeah, the Versys will get the job done, but it's not thrilling. That's all.
Yeah. Since then, I picked up my current bike, a BMW S1000 XR. It has the comfort and size of the Versys and more of the power that the Yamaha always pumped out. There's also a Hawk GT and a genuine Buddy 125.
Oh, nice.
In pink, no doubt. To each side of the Bavarian Beauty. I've added a few photos from trips on the two bikes, and even as I write this, the memory of great rides keeps me stoked as the weather cools down. Thanks for all that you misfits do. You'll always have a place to stay and a bike to ride if you find yourself my way.
Thanks, Matt.
Ride fast, bring firewood, and send foot pics to Unky Phil at Cleveland. Utah Matt.
Nice.
Yeah, I never considered. Yeah, I think Phil is probably a fan of shrimping.
We should definitely send foot pics to Unky Phil. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that input.
The pink Buddy is the fastest color.
Yeah.
By far. But, I mean, and
add stickers and
because you have to outrun the bullies. That's
But, you know, Matt brings up a very, very important point, is you really have to dissect what you want from a bike. And if you just want this stone reliable experience to get you where you want to go and get you where you want to go fast, it's got to be Japanese.
Well, for me, doing a lot of miles in a short amount of time, it needs to be, the comfort is going to be big too. And that's why I was like feeling the clutch on the BMWs. It's going to have to be that comfort level too. So I'm comparing all the things.
But I think the Tracer might do you in. I really do.
I don't know. I really like that, but we'll see.
Too tight. Yeah, I think you'll get bored with the Versys.
I mean, I had a Versys 650 for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I did like it. All right. Well, thanks, Matt. What do you got there?
Okay. So this is from Chris Conley.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
And he writes in about fantasy rides. Hey, Misfits, I wanted to add my fantasy rides to the list. I have two,
right.
And both names are both are names that may not be that well known to your listeners.
This is when we ask people to let us know if they could do a ride with any motorcycle icon, alive or dead. Who would they ride with and on what bike? So what Harley has Chris chosen?
Oh, he did not choose a Harley. No, he goes deep here. The first is Glenn Curtis. His name comes up because he was not only a motorcycle builder, but he was also an aviation pioneer.
Oh.
As a rider and a pilot, the possibility of going for a ride and then hopping into a plane and going for a flight would be the best of two of my favorite hobbies.
So we're talking like 1930? Is that right, Emma?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
He was an early pioneer.
Yeah.
Well, teens going back, shortly after the Wright brothers, and they were kind of competition to the Wrights.
20s, 30s, okay.
Yeah. And of course, they built so that was a Curtis up at San Francisco Motorcycle Club. That's a 8-cylinder, right?
No.
No, that's a
like
Twin, I think,
one or two, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure which one it was, but they did. There was a trend of aviation engines and motorcycles for a while. The second is someone even more obscure, George Wyman. Who is George Wyman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
George is recognized as the first long-distance rider who rode from San Francisco to New York City in 1903.
The original Cannonball, right?
I believe that was. The thought of riding across the country on what was essentially a motorized bicycle is difficult enough, but keep in mind that the roads were dirt and in some cases mud, and he often had to choose to ride on railroad tracks. And so he includes a link to Wyman Memorial Project blogspot.com about this ride. So thanks, Chris. That's really cool.
Cool. Emma, this is a twin, not a 4, right? I can't tell if there's...
Oh, yeah, that's a twin.
Just a V twin. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did build an 8-cylinder one. So
all right.
That's
cool.
what I remember.
Jim, what do you got there?
All right. I got one from Jeremy, and this falls...
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Oh, wait. Is this our Jeremy?
This is Jeremy Couch.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey. So it's our Jeremy. That's right. And this falls in the category of Tell Me Why.
All right. Wait.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Okay, I was waiting for it. All right, tell me why. Very pragmatic. Why doesn't everyone change their brake fluid with syringes? I saw this trick on YouTube years ago. You take a big syringe around 200 milliliters full of new brake fluid, attach a little bit of hose to the end of it, and attach that hose to the bleeder on the brake caliper. Crack open the bleeder and inject new fluid from the bottom. Have a second syringe at the reservoir pulling out the old fluid. Done it for years. It's worked perfectly. Not a hint of air in the lines, no mess. Very simple. It's especially good if you're putting on new brake lines that have no fluid in them at all. So tell me why.
Tell me why.
This isn't standard practice. Why fiddle around with a wrench and open and close? This is a pain in the ass. Why fiddle around with a wrench, opening and closing the bleeder valve or very expensive tools when you can just use 2 syringes and get perfect results? What am I missing?
I feel like this is one of those no way videos.
Wow,
Have
you
seen
actually
those?
spent money on a syringe?
Me and Hector did put grips on with the zip ties,
No way.
and it worked.
Yeah, and I mean, it is quite labor intensive because you're using 2 syringes, and it's a 2-person job because you need somebody at the top and somebody at the bottom.
Doing the front, you can kind of do it by yourself.
No, if you're feeding the syringe and then you go pull it out. You feed it in, you pull it out. One syringe.
Yeah,
No.
there are no real bad techniques if it works for you. As long as you're not introducing air, it's a good technique.
What is Emma's go-to technique?
Or other contaminants. And that's the concern that I have is you're taking clean brake fluid and putting it into a syringe that has been used before.
Right.
Or even for other brake fluid.
So
that's old brake fluid that's sitting in there that has collected moisture.
Right.
Now you're introducing that into your brake system.
And I mean, I must admit,
yeah, but that's how you build up the immune system.
Got to wash all the smack out first.
Generally,
no, you
when
your brake fluid faster.
When I get a bike in the shop for a brake fluid flush or indeed a clutch fluid flush, the one liquid I'm incredibly wasteful with is brake fluid because I'll use the can and no matter how much I've got left in it, I'll throw it away. So you always get a new can. And when you open the lid of brake fluid, there's a little foil thing to make sure it's fresh. And so you want to make sure that if somebody brings their bike in for a brake fluid flush, you get a brand new can of brake fluid, you crack that foil, you do what you got to do with the brake fluid, just from one container straight into the master cylinder, and then chuck it away.
Well,
so
I'm a syringe user.
Are you?
Yeah, works great. Works fantastic.
Go ahead, Bagel.
It worked. Yeah, I mean, it works. But my point, though, is that that's going to introduce contaminants into your brake
potentially.
System.
Well,
just clean out the syringe.
Inevitably.
And let me one up you. In the first syringe, make sure you put 1 drop of food coloring.
Oh God, we're going down this road again. Yes,
Lord have mercy.
Go ahead, Bagel.
Orange for KTM.
I lost the point I was going to make.
We're genuinely so horrified by this suggestion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. John, you got another one.
Yeah, this is from Thomas W.
Oh, wait.
Real quick.
Wait, Bagel's got it.
Yeah. So my point that I wanted to make was that because of what Emma was saying, when you are going to change your brake fluid, use a fresh can. When you have multiple bikes, change them all at the same time. Get one bigger brake fluid bottle and then do one bike after the other. That way they all have fresh brake fluid all at once.
Yeah, and that's very, very smart. I don't always get that choice because people want their bikes in on. But I buy these little 250 milliliter cans of brake fluid, so I'm always assured of good brake.
So
fluid.
what you're saying is, don't share needles.
Don't share needles.
Don't.
Okay, all right.
And don't use your mum's best turkey basting tool either.
All right, John.
This is from Thomas W.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
You should absolutely go to Barber Vintage Festival. It got everything.
Oh.
Racing, swap meet, demo rides, paddock, dirt bikes, and more bikes than you can shake a stick at. Go a day early and check out the museum, too. If you end up going, hit me up, and I'll show you around some.
Who wants to go to Barber? Have you been, Emma?
I want to go to Barber.
I've been to Barber multiple times. It's awesome. Well, just I don't go through for the races or the events. I have family in Tennessee, and every time I visit the family, I drive down and go to the museum.
We should go this year.
But you haven't been to the festival.
No, haven't been to the festival. Just go to the museum.
Let's go, Liza.
I want to go to the museum, but the festival.
We got to do it.
I know. We got to put it on the list.
I want to go to that too.
Also, I don't want to talk about it, but I might be going to Sturgis this year. No, I'm not going to talk about it.
Hey, I got a Harley now. Maybe I'll join you.
Don't talk about it later.
All right. We've got one last email, and I saved this one for last because this is Christmas and this is Christmas week. Bagel, you want to share this one?
I don't think I have this one.
I think you do.
Let me check.
It's from our good friend, Less More.
Less
I
is more.
do not see it.
This is more.
Okay. I will give it to Emma to read then because he's in UK. Emma, why don't you read this so you can do the proper accent?
Hello, it's Les, not less, more from Bridlington. Oh, God, I made a cock up of that. Bridlington, UK again.
Hey, Les.
Sorry to hear you all have the ick. I had it a couple of weeks ago. Usually America gets everything first. Not this time. My poor old mum's been very sick as well, so it's been doing the rounds in England as well. I'm writing this on the shortest day of the year, 21st of December. We only have about 6.5 hours of light, or what we laughingly call the murky brightness of the day. I remember that very well. In the winter time, it gets dark at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so depressing. And it's dark up until about like 9:30 in the morning. And it's
at least.
God. We do get the odd nice day at this time of year, but mostly it is just damp and dismal. Not riding weather at all, especially now that I have more sense due to age. At least the daylight will be getting longer from today. However, I do remember one very happy 21st of December over 30 years ago when, despite, or maybe because of the winter gloom, I picked up my first CBR 900RR Fireblade. It is still the most expensive bike that I ever bought, despite the winter discount. I picked it up from a bike shop 40 miles or so away from my home, and my nephew Nick gave me a lift there in his car. Surprisingly, we were blessed with a relatively dry day, not even too cold. I sorted out the final details of buying the bike without a problem, and then we set off back home. There was a lot of traffic, and I was a little frustrated, especially as I was being followed by Nick, and had to keep him in my rearview mirror. After a few miles, we stopped at a set of traffic lights, entering what we in the northwest of England know as the A580, which is the East Lancashire Road, a nice, wide-open dual carriageway, and looking forward from the lights, I could see the road was clear.
And this is before cameras.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The lights changed, and I gave it some brap, 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 up through the gears. It was fantastic.
Give it the beans!
The Fireblade was quite a step up from the UJMs I was used to. When allegedly I hit around 2 or more times the speed limit, I thought I'd better slow down and wait for Nick to catch up in the car. So I slowed right down to 50 miles an hour. It was this time I spotted the police car coming after me in my mirrors.
Hardy foul.
Horrified does not cover it. I could see them speeding towards me, then slowing down right on my tail. In my helmet, I was rehearsing my excuse. Those were low-tech days, so they couldn't have got a real read speeding on me. I had to admit to doing 80 miles an hour, 20 miles or so above the speed limit. They stayed behind. I assume they were checking out my registration or something for what seemed like an eternity. Then they slowly pulled up and alongside me.
Remember, it just happened to you where you're just like,
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for
dread.
them to signal me to pull over. Sweat trickled down my brow despite the cold. Suddenly, they put their blue flashing lights and siren on, and I thought, here we go. Then they just revved up, sped away into the distance. I even think I could see one of them laughing. This was
Nice.
a time when you might still just get a telling off from the police, not just the revenue earning ticket like you do now. My nephew caught up with me and we pulled up in the next lay-by. He told me that when I set off from the lights, he could hear the engine noise and it was obvious that I was going for it. Then suddenly the police car pulled out from behind him and set off after me, obviously on a mission. He said that he expected to find me face down on the floor in handcuffs with the police reading me my rights. He was shocked that they had just let me go. It really did put a dent in my day, but I was mightily relieved not to have been pulled. Bizarrely, it snowed the next day. I had a new superbike, and despite the near miss with the law, decided to get it out and wring its neck. Due to the weather, it was a couple of months before I could ride it again.
Bummer.
It was a superbike, as indeed they were back then. Well, enough of reminiscing. I have a sludge trap to clean out if I want to be riding my Bonneville next year. Oh, good luck with that, darling. I hope you all have a really great Christmas and New Year and look forward to hearing all of your exploits in the 2026 podcast. Take care, Les. Don't forget to look up Spanner Ash on the Tube of You. What a lovely email. And, it takes
Thank
me
you,
back
Liz.
to those heady days
Yeah.
of the early 90s.
Yeah, I had a cop pull me over on my 900. I think he just really wanted to check out the bike because it's like 30 and a 25 in a school zone. It's like they're on this really steep downhill. If you know Castro Valley, Stanton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you know exactly where that is.
Yep.
And
But-
it's like, what you doing? Where are you going? Oh, just getting some lunch, man. Oh, great. Cool bike. You were going 30. Oh, sorry. I gave some mealy-mouthed excuses. Yeah.
I've not been that lucky.
Yeah.
But boy, were they good times.
Thank you, Les. Got some quick announcements before we get out of here. The Misfits Adventure Rally Volume 4. Tim, are you going to join us this time?
That's a possibility. Where are you going?
We're
Tell
going to
me about
Hollister Hills, April 16th through 19th.
Okay.
I got a flyer for you here if you want it. You can go to misfitrally.org to sign up. Come and join us. We're going to have street ride, dirt ride, and adventure rides along with classes. Jonathan's coming back. He's going to be doing first aid.
Cool.
Wendy Crockett's going to be coming, and she's going to be talking
Also
about
cool.
tool rolls for the road. Talking about somebody who knows how to set up a tool roll is a mechanic who does iron butts. I'll tell you what. I can say we're going to have our friend Rob from ADV Moto Pros offering private lessons again.
Right.
Well, again, we had ADV Moto Pros last time, but not Rob.
And if you are going to the rally, we're going to be doing multiple street rides. You can choose to have your street ride led by Liza.
Nope.
You're not going to do any this year.
Nope. I'm going to be offering a beginner dirt bike class.
So Micah, who is an
Yeah, that's Micah to do a street ride.
Yeah, Micah, who's an enormously accomplished rider, will be doing one of the street rides, and I shall be doing the other one. So take your pick.
Yeah, lots to choose from. Also,
Desert Hare.
yeah.
Yes, I'll throw that out. We're heading back out to the desert for the 3rd annual Desert Hare in Johnson Valley OHV, and that's going to be January, give or take, 22nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I think me and Danger D-Glove Doug from Utah are going to get there on Wednesday, the 21st. Just kind of, I don't know, because why not? So yeah, coming out to the desert at the end of January. You can message us for details. And I'm throwing this one out too as another Jawbone trip. So this is going to be February 26, 27, 28. And I've got some interest in that. John's thinking about it. I think Hector's on board and maybe a couple of other people. So
Cool.
if you want to come join the Misfits for some desert fun, just hit us up.
And lastly, I want to say, ladies, this one's for you. Women Riders World Relay, we are back. The app is available. You can get it for free at the Play Store or the iStore. It's WRWR app. And our relay is officially launching January 1.
Live and direct.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
So join us. I think that wraps it up. You guys, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
winter
Christmas.
solstice.
Yeah, it's it gets better from here.
Yeah, light's coming.
What's it called,
brighter
Emma?
anyway.
The murky? What did Les refer to it as?
The weather.
Yeah. Oh God, I put it down.
The murky glow
Yeah.
of daylight.
It is murky
Murky gloom.
glow. It's like looking out through a fog bank. It's awful. I don't miss it at all.
I know. So yeah, hey, happy holidays to all of our listeners. Thank you very much for sticking with us, and especially Patreon subscribers. We've had a couple new ones. We had a very generous subscriber, so thank you very much. You keep us going. I appreciate it. And for those who are looking for T-shirts for gifts, I got 2 left.
Better hurry up.
2XL, NLL, a large. Go to motorcyclesandmisfits.com, click on shop, and you can buy one of those T-shirts.
Cool.
That's all that's left. Merry Christmas, everyone. Time to get out of here. Send us your emails at motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com. There you go. Thanks, everyone. Time to get out of here. This is Liza.
Stumpy John.
Emma, darling.
Tim.
It's Neal.
Nicky Jim, son.
Bagel.
And we are out of here.
Cool.
Cool.